Hello and welcome to Sleepy Health. Tonight, we are going to embark on a quiet journey into a world that you experience every single day, yet often overlook, the world of sleep. Sleep is not just a pause from your waking life. It is a complex, hidden process that restores your mind, rejuvenates your body, and quietly shapes the rhythm of your thoughts, emotions, and memories. As you settle into a comfortable position, allow yourself to relax and imagine that you are preparing to step into a gentle, unfolding adventure within your own biology. Tonight, we will explore why sleep is so essential for everyone, from the youngest child to the oldest adult. We will uncover the secrets of your brain while it rests, how your body repairs itself during the quiet hours, and how the cycles of sleep work together like a carefully orchestrated symphony. You will learn why some people wake up refreshed and alert while others struggle, why aging can subtly alter the quality of your sleep, and why even small shifts in your routine can ripple through your mind and body in unexpected ways. Take a deep breath now and feel yourself sinking gently into the surface beneath you. With every exhale, imagine releasing the day's tension, letting your muscles soften, your heartbeat slow, and your mind drift closer to the threshold of rest. Sleep is not merely a return to stillness. It is an active, intelligent process that your body and brain have perfected over millennia. It is here, in the silent darkness, that your memories are sorted, your cells repaired, and your emotions processed. Tonight, we will walk slowly through the cycles of sleep, from the lighter stages where your body begins to let go, to the deep, restorative waves that renew every part of you, and into the dream-filled realms of REM sleep, where your mind paints vivid landscapes and rehearses the emotions and memories that shape your days. You will discover how many hours your body truly needs, why timing matters, and how different stages of sleep are essential for your mental and physical health. As we begin, imagine yourself floating gently through a quiet, darkened space, guided by a soft light of understanding. This is a place without pressure, without rush, where your only task is to explore, to learn, and to let the knowledge of sleep gently wash over you, preparing you for deeper rest and awareness. Over the next hours, we will uncover the mechanisms that work tirelessly while you rest, the subtle interactions between hormones and neurons, the ways your body repairs and strengthens itself, and the unseen processes that make sleep one of the most powerful tools for your health. Tonight, let us start this journey together, breathing slowly, relaxing fully, and allowing yourself to be carried into the intricate, beautiful, and quietly profound world of sleep. As you lie comfortably, let your mind drift and imagine the invisible world that unfolds each night. Sleep is not simply a period of inactivity. It is a dynamic, essential process, intricately timed and precisely organized by your body's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm. This rhythm, tuned to the light and darkness of the natural world, governs when you feel alert, when you feel tired, and how your body coordinates the repair and restoration of its many systems. It is an ancient, reliable pattern, honed over millions of years, that ensures your survival, your health, and your mental clarity. Your body craves sleep in a particular rhythm. Most adults require somewhere between 7 to 9 hours each night, though the exact need varies from person to person. During these hours, sleep progresses through a series of stages, each with a distinct purpose. The first is a light stage of sleep, where your body begins to release tension, your heartbeat slows slightly, and your muscles relax. This stage may feel fleeting, almost imperceptible, but it is the gateway to the restorative depths that follow. Here, your brain begins to slow its activity, transitioning from the rapid waves of wakefulness into slower patterns that signal rest and repair. Following this, you enter deeper stages of sleep, where your body truly begins its work. Hormones are released that repair tissues, strengthen your immune system, and support growth and metabolism. Your neurons consolidate memories, sorting through the events of the day, deciding what to store, what to discard, and what to reorganize. Even as your conscious mind drifts further away, your brain is far from idle. It is working tirelessly, orchestrating a symphony of processes that sustain your health, sharpen your focus, and regulate your emotions. Deep sleep is particularly crucial. During this stage, your body reaches its lowest level of activity. Muscles are completely relaxed, blood pressure drops, and breathing becomes slow and steady. Growth hormone, essential for tissue repair and regeneration, is released in higher amounts while energy stores are replenished for the coming day. It is a period of profound restoration, and yet it is only one stage of the intricate cycle. Sleep is a journey, a series of carefully timed steps, each contributing to your overall well-being. As the night progresses, you eventually enter REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, where dreams arise. Your brain becomes more active, almost resembling its wakeful state, yet your body remains largely paralyzed, a protective mechanism to prevent you from acting out your dreams. REM sleep is not just a theater for your imagination. It is vital for emotional regulation, learning, and memory. During this stage, the brain processes complex emotions, rehearses problem-solving skills, and integrates experiences into your long-term memory. The dreams you experience are more than stories. They are an essential aspect of mental and emotional maintenance. Each cycle of sleep, from light sleep to deep sleep to REM, repeats several times per night, forming a rhythm that, if uninterrupted, provides optimal restoration. Disruptions to these cycles, whether from stress, irregular schedules, or environmental disturbances, can ripple through your body and mind, leaving you tired, irritable, or less focused. Sleep is a delicate balance, and understanding its structure is the first step toward nurturing it. Your body also responds to cues throughout the day that prepare you for this nightly journey. Exposure to natural light in the morning helps regulate your circadian rhythm, signaling your brain to release wakefulness-promoting chemicals. As evening approaches, darkness triggers the release of melatonin, the hormone that gently nudges your body toward sleepiness. Even small changes in these cues, staying under artificial light too late, skipping morning sunlight, can subtly shift the timing of your cycles, making it harder to fall asleep or reach the deepest stages of restoration. Tonight, as you relax and continue listening, consider the unseen work being done by your body when you close your eyes. From the beating of your heart to the firing of neurons, from the balancing of hormones to the repair of cells, sleep is the stage on which your body and mind perform their most essential, quiet acts. It is a period of remarkable intelligence, a time when processes invisible to your awareness ensure your survival, your growth, and your clarity for the days ahead. As your body sinks deeper into relaxation, imagine the layers of sleep unfolding like a hidden landscape, each stage more profound than the last. The first stage is subtle, almost like drifting on the edge of consciousness. Your muscles loosen their grip, your heartbeat slows, and your breathing finds a gentle, even rhythm. Eyes may roll slowly beneath your lids, signaling that your mind is beginning to detach from the waking world. In this stage, brief, dreamlike images may flicker, fragments of thought blending with the soft hum of relaxation. It is a delicate entrance, a preparation for the restorative journey that follows. Soon, you move into a slightly deeper phase. Your brain waves slow, moving from the rapid chatter of wakefulness into a softer, more synchronized rhythm. Blood pressure decreases, and your body temperature subtly drops, nudging your system into quiet efficiency. This is where repair begins in earnest. Tissues start to mend, minor inflammation is soothed, and cells rejuvenate themselves with a precision that is almost miraculous. The processes are silent, invisible, yet their effects ripple through your body, ensuring that tomorrow, you will wake replenished and prepared. Deeper still lies the stage of profound restoration, where the body's functions reach a remarkable level of calm. Here, growth hormones surge, repairing muscles, strengthening bones, and supporting the immune system. Neurons engage in an intricate dialogue, consolidating memories, integrating knowledge, and even reorganizing networks to optimize future learning. Imagine each synapse as a tiny artisan, carefully reinforcing connections, pruning what is unnecessary, and strengthening the essential pathways that define who you are. Your mind, though unconscious, is far from idle. It is orchestrating a symphony of restoration and preparation for the challenges of the coming day. Then comes the stage of vivid dreaming, REM sleep. Your eyes move rapidly beneath your eyelids, and your brain exhibits activity patterns similar to wakefulness, yet your body remains mostly still, protected from acting out the visions that unfold within. Dreams emerge as stories, as emotions, as rehearsals for real-world experiences. During this period, the brain processes complex feelings, integrates experiences, and even practices problem-solving in ways that are subtle but essential. The interplay of imagination and cognition is at its peak, forming a bridge between your conscious experiences and the deeper currents of your mind. Each night, these stages repeat in cycles, like tides rising and falling in precise harmony. A typical adult may experience 4 to 6 cycles, each lasting about 90 minutes, yet the exact pattern can shift based on age, lifestyle, and environmental factors. Disruption of these cycles, whether from stress, irregular routines, or medical conditions, can leave subtle scars. Fatigue, reduced focus, irritability, and even impaired health over time. Understanding the rhythm of these cycles illuminates why uninterrupted, quality sleep is not merely a luxury, it is a cornerstone of well-being. As you imagine yourself moving through these stages, picture the gentle fluctuations in brain chemistry. Neurotransmitters modulate attention, emotion, and memory, while hormones like cortisol and melatonin rise and fall, guiding your body through a finely tuned ballet. Even the smallest environmental cues, a soft noise, a flicker of light, can subtly influence this performance. In this quiet world, the body is exquisitely sensitive, responding to the tiniest signals with precision and adaptability, constantly striving to maintain balance. Age brings changes to this rhythm. Children and adolescents require more hours of sleep, with longer periods of deep restoration to support growth and learning. Adults generally need slightly less, but the quality of sleep becomes increasingly important as years pass. In older individuals, deep sleep may diminish, REM periods may shift, and the body's natural rhythm can become less pronounced. These changes explain why older adults may struggle with nighttime rest or feel drowsy during the day, and why maintaining sleep-friendly habits becomes essential for health, memory, and emotional stability. Tonight, as you rest and continue listening, consider the vast, silent intelligence at work within you. Each stage, each cycle, is an intricate performance, a choreography of electrical impulses, chemical signals, and cellular repair. Sleep is not simply absence of activity, it is a carefully engineered living process, essential for every aspect of your body and mind. It is a gift your body offers you nightly, a chance to restore, refresh, and prepare. Even the most serene nights can be interrupted. Sleep disorders from insomnia to sleep apnea silently affect millions, altering cycles and eroding the restorative power of rest. Imagine lying in bed, the world outside hushed, yet your mind refuses to quiet. Thoughts race like restless currents, muscles tense, and your body, longing for repair, cannot settle. Insomnia is not merely difficulty falling asleep. It is a disturbance of rhythm, a subtle sabotage of the nightly restoration your body craves. Over time, this disruption accumulates, reducing focus, impairing memory, and weakening the immune system. Sleep apnea, on the other hand, is a stealthy thief of night. Tiny pauses in breathing, sometimes hundreds per night, can rattle the body awake before you even notice. Oxygen levels dip, the heart compensates, and brain activity spikes in micro-awakenings. Each cycle of disruption is brief, yet the cumulative effect is profound. Daytime fatigue, irritability, and increased cardiovascular risks emerge quietly, often unnoticed until the damage is significant. In imagining these patterns, you can see that sleep is not merely about time spent in bed. It is about continuity, depth, and the body's ability to move fluidly through each stage. Environmental factors are equally influential. Light, noise, temperature, and even scent can subtly guide or misguide your internal rhythm. Melatonin, the hormone that signals night, is exquisitely sensitive to light exposure. The glow of screens, the flicker of streetlights, or even the timing of evening meals can shift your internal clock, delaying the onset of restorative cycles. By adjusting your surroundings, dim lighting, soft ambient sounds, cooler temperatures, you create a sanctuary where sleep can flourish. Your bedroom becomes a vessel, a quiet cocoon in which your body and mind can navigate the intricate choreography of nightly restoration. Nutrition and lifestyle also play a silent but powerful role. Caffeine lingers in the bloodstream longer than most realize, subtly elevating alertness hours after consumption. Alcohol, while initially sedating, fragments cycles, reducing deep sleep and shortening REM phases. Exercise, when timed wisely, promotes longer and more restorative sleep, supporting both the muscles and the mind. Even your mental state, the level of stress, anticipation, or unresolved emotion, can echo through your cycles, either deepening rest or eroding it. Consider the mind as an echo chamber. Every thought, worry, or anticipation reverberates, influencing brain activity and the subtle hormonal cues that guide each stage of sleep. For those who struggle, simple rituals can weave the threads of better sleep. Gentle stretching or yoga before bed, deep breathing exercises, or guided meditation can calm both mind and body, signaling that it is time to surrender to rest. Visualize descending into a calm river, each breath a paddle stroke, moving gently and steadily, away from the turbulence of wakefulness. As you exhale, tension leaves your muscles, your heartbeat slows, and the landscape of sleep opens before you. The power of naps is often underestimated. Short, strategic rest periods can enhance alertness and consolidate memory, yet timing is crucial. Too long or too late in the day, and the delicate evening rhythm is disturbed. By respecting the natural flow of your body's circadian rhythm, you can harness naps as brief, restorative interludes that complement, not compete with, the night's cycles. Across the lifespan, sleep interacts with nearly every system in the body. Hormones that regulate appetite, glucose, and stress levels are calibrated during the night. Immune cells repair and regenerate, neurons prune and reinforce connections, and the cardiovascular system relaxes. Imagine each of these processes as part of a symphony, coordinated yet independent, precise yet organic. Interruptions to sleep reverberate through this system, creating subtle imbalances that manifest over time in mood fluctuations, cognitive lapses, and physical vulnerability. As your mind continues to drift, picture the delicate interplay of deep and light sleep, of REM and restorative phases. Every cycle is a conversation between your body and mind, each stage essential to the other. Without deep sleep, growth hormones and cellular repair falter. Without REM, emotional regulation and memory consolidation are incomplete. Sleep is not simply a passive state. It is an active, living process, choreographed with precision by millions of interconnected signals, chemical messengers, and rhythmic oscillations. Tonight, as you imagine this landscape of rest, you can feel the subtle importance of each habit, each environment adjustment, each ritual you adopt. Sleep is an intimate journey, unique to your biology, your lifestyle, and your inner rhythm. By understanding it, respecting it, and nurturing it, you gift your mind and body the restoration that allows curiosity, creativity, and vitality to flourish. As the years pass, the landscape of sleep subtly transforms. Infants and children require long hours of deep, uninterrupted rest, a time when growth hormones surge, neural pathways strengthen, and the foundations of learning are laid. Imagine a newborn's brain, tiny yet astonishingly active, cycling rapidly through stages of sleep that sculpt both body and mind. Their dreams, though inaccessible to conscious memory, are vital rehearsals for future cognition, language, and emotional resilience. Adolescence brings shifts in rhythm. The natural circadian cycle of teenagers tilts, favoring later sleep and later wake times. Yet the demands of school, social life, and digital distractions often clash with this internal timing. Sleep pressure builds, sometimes unnoticed, eroding alertness, mood stability, and memory performance. Picture a teen lying awake, restless, the mind abuzz with thoughts and hormones, while the body silently begs for the deep, restorative cycles that are still essential for growth and learning. In adulthood, sleep stabilizes, though lifestyle pressures, work, stress, and social obligations frequently erode its quality. Nights may become fragmented, light sleep predominates, and subtle hormonal changes begin to influence circadian rhythms. Adults often underestimate the power of these hours, not realizing that even minor disruptions can accumulate, reducing cognitive flexibility, emotional balance, and physical resilience. Chronic sleep deprivation, whether due to voluntary late nights or persistent insomnia, acts like an invisible tax on the body. Each night of insufficient rest compounds, subtly altering memory consolidation, impairing problem-solving, and weakening immune defenses. As age advances, sleep becomes both shorter and lighter. Older adults may awaken more frequently, and deep sleep diminishes. Yet even these shorter nights remain essential. Each stage, from light to REM, carries irreplaceable restorative functions. The brain continues to prune unnecessary connections and strengthen essential ones. Cells repair and rejuvenate, and emotional equilibrium is maintained through the delicate balancing act of nightly rhythms. Sleep deprivation, chronic or acute, is a silent, insidious thief. Studies reveal that even modest reductions in sleep hours impair attention, reaction time, and learning ability. Emotional regulation falters, stress hormones rise, and cardiovascular strain accumulates. Visualize your body as a complex orchestra. When sleep is cut short, each section, heart, brain, muscles, immune system, falls slightly out of sync, and the melody of health is subtly distorted. Over weeks and months, the cumulative effect is profound, leaving mood disturbances, memory gaps, and metabolic imbalance in its wake. In the quiet of night, small habits can restore balance. Prioritizing consistent sleep and wake times aligns internal clocks, allowing the body to anticipate rest and recovery. Creating a calm, predictable pre-sleep ritual, dim lights, gentle stretching, a few minutes of mindfulness or deep breathing, signals to the brain that it is time to descend into restorative cycles. Even simple changes, like limiting caffeine late in the day or keeping digital screens out of reach, guide the internal clock back toward harmony. Imagine now the cycle of sleep as a gentle tide, rising and falling through stages of light, deep, and REM sleep. Each wave carries unique benefits. Deep sleep supports tissue repair and immune function, while REM enhances memory consolidation and emotional processing. Together, they create a rhythm of renewal, a nightly conversation between mind and body. Visualizing this ebb and flow can itself become a tool for sleep, allowing you to surrender to rest with awareness. Trusting the natural processes at work within you. Guided visualization can deepen this experience. Picture yourself lying in a soft, quiet meadow. The air is cool, the scent of earth and grass soothing, and with each breath, tension leaves your body. Your heartbeat slows, each exhale a gentle wave washing away the day's burdens. As your awareness drifts through this peaceful landscape, imagine the restorative cycles of sleep unfolding within you, each neuron, each cell, each system gently rebalancing. Night becomes a sanctuary, a landscape of healing and insight, where your mind wanders freely through memory, imagination, and deep repair. Across the lifespan, the importance of sleep is clear. From the first months of life through the golden years, each stage requires attention, respect, and care. By understanding the intricate mechanics of cycles, recognizing the consequences of deprivation, and nurturing the environment and habits that support rest, you gift yourself not just hours of sleep, but a lifetime of resilience, clarity, and well-being. Even in the quiet of night, sleep can be elusive. Modern life, with its constant stimulation, artificial lighting, and digital screens, often pulls the body's natural rhythms into disarray. Our eyes, tuned for the gentle patterns of dawn and dusk, are flooded with blue light from phones, computers, and televisions. This light signals the brain to stay alert, suppressing the production of melatonin, the hormone that guides the body toward rest. Imagine a night sky, normally soft and dark, now pierced by countless artificial stars that confuse the natural patterns of your mind. Lifestyle choices ripple across the landscape of sleep. Irregular schedules, late-night eating, and persistent stress create an internal tension that persists long after the body has left the day behind. Caffeine and alcohol, common companions of evening routines, subtly interfere with deep sleep cycles. Caffeine, though energizing during the day, can linger in the bloodstream for hours, making it harder to descend into the restorative depths of slumber. Alcohol, though it may induce drowsiness initially, fragments sleep and suppresses REM, the stage most closely tied to memory and emotional processing. Common sleep disorders further complicate the landscape. Insomnia, characterized by difficulty falling or staying asleep, can erode mood, focus, and energy. Sleep apnea, where breathing repeatedly stops and starts, silently disrupts deep sleep, increasing cardiovascular risk and daytime fatigue. Restless leg syndrome, marked by uncomfortable sensations that compel movement, interrupts the natural flow of sleep, leaving the mind less rested. Each disorder, though often subtle, gradually diminishes the quality of life, a hidden weight borne in the hours of darkness. Stress, both chronic and acute, acts like an invisible tether, keeping the mind alert even as the body craves rest. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises in response to tension, interfering with the gentle slide from wakefulness to sleep. Visualize a quiet river once flowing smoothly, now disturbed by stones thrown in from the banks. The current is disrupted, the water churns, and the natural rhythm is broken. Mindfulness, meditation, and slow breathing act as gentle interventions, returning the river to calm, coaxing the body and mind back into alignment. Creating a sleep-friendly environment is essential. Darkness, quiet, and cool temperatures guide the body toward rest. Soft textures, subtle scents, and the removal of digital distractions signal to the brain that it is safe to relax. Consistency is key. A regular bedtime and wake time, even on weekends, reinforces the natural circadian rhythm. Small rituals, like reading a calming book, listening to gentle music, or performing light stretches, signal the transition from the active day to the restorative night. Visualization techniques deepen the experience of rest. Picture your bedroom as a sanctuary, each corner bathed in softness. Imagine the flow of your breath like gentle waves on a shore, rising and falling, guiding the body toward relaxation. Visualize your mind as a vast library, each thought a book placed carefully on a shelf, organized and still. As you drift, notice the tension melting from muscles, the heartbeat slowing, the mind releasing both memory and expectation. Sleep becomes not just a passive state, but an active journey of restoration, a nightly voyage through the intricate machinery of your mind and body. Technology, despite its interruptions, can also become a tool for better sleep when used mindfully. White noise machines, apps for guided meditation, and gentle ambient sounds support the descent into deep sleep. Light therapy in the morning can help reset circadian rhythms, particularly for those whose schedules are misaligned with natural light. Understanding and manipulating these tools with care allows modern life to coexist with the timeless necessity of rest. Nutrition plays a subtle yet powerful role. Foods rich in tryptophan, magnesium, and melatonin precursors gently prepare the body for sleep. Herbal teas like chamomile and valerian root can calm the nervous system, while heavy meals or high sugar intake before bedtime may disrupt natural cycles. Hydration must be balanced, not so much that it interrupts sleep with frequent awakenings, but enough to support the delicate physiological processes occurring throughout the night. Exercise, carefully timed, enhances sleep quality. Daytime activity strengthens circadian signals, promoting deeper sleep at night. However, vigorous activity immediately before bed may stimulate the nervous system and delay the onset of rest. Gentle evening movement, stretching, or yoga, in contrast, signals to the body that the day is winding down, preparing both mind and muscles for stillness. The interplay of all these factors, light, lifestyle, nutrition, movement, and mental state, reveals that sleep is a holistic process. It is not merely the absence of wakefulness, but an intricate, active restoration that integrates body, mind, and environment. By understanding this complexity and applying mindful interventions, we can reclaim the nights, allowing sleep to fulfill its essential role in memory, emotional health, immune function, and overall vitality. As you prepare to enter the final hours of this exploration, let yourself sink even deeper into relaxation. Imagine the body fully supported by the surface beneath you, every muscle softened, every joint releasing tension. Your breath flows gently, effortlessly, like a river gliding through a quiet forest. In this state, your mind is open, receptive, and ready to absorb the subtleties of sleep's deepest mysteries. Dreams, those ephemeral experiences that dance at the edges of consciousness, are more than mere stories your mind tells. They are a laboratory of the brain, a place where memory, emotion, and imagination converge. During REM sleep, the phase most closely associated with dreaming, the brain is highly active, nearly as awake as it is during the day. Electrical patterns surge across networks, replaying experiences, consolidating learning, and even processing unresolved emotional events. Every dream, no matter how fleeting or strange, is a thread in the tapestry of cognitive and emotional health. Understanding dreams can provide insight into both mind and body. Recurring themes, vivid imagery, and emotional intensity can indicate areas of life that require attention. Lucid dreaming, where the dreamer becomes aware they are dreaming, offers a fascinating avenue for exploration and self-reflection. Training the mind to recognize dream states can enhance creativity, reduce stress, and even influence behavioral change, all while safely nested within the protective cocoon of sleep. Optimizing sleep is both art and science. Advanced techniques include sleep restriction therapy, cognitive behavioral strategies for insomnia, and controlled exposure to light and darkness to reinforce natural circadian rhythms. Small adjustments, like avoiding screen time an hour before bed, dimming lights in the evening, and maintaining a consistent sleep environment, can yield profound benefits over time. Even subtle changes, such as using blackout curtains, regulating room temperature, or wearing comfortable sleepwear, create conditions where the body can naturally descend into deep, restorative cycles. Napping, when applied strategically, can support both performance and health. Short naps of 20-30 minutes provide a burst of alertness without interfering with nighttime sleep, while longer naps that include slow-wave sleep can aid memory consolidation and emotional regulation. Understanding personal rhythms and timing naps according to your circadian cycle allows for enhanced energy, sharper cognition, and more balanced mood throughout the day. Nutrition and hydration remain crucial. Consuming foods that support neurotransmitter production, such as those rich in tryptophan, magnesium, or vitamin B6, primes the body for restorative sleep. Avoiding stimulants like caffeine and nicotine, particularly in the latter half of the day, prevents disruption of the sleep architecture. Balanced hydration ensures cellular processes continue smoothly without causing awakenings, maintaining the delicate equilibrium that supports deep rest. Physical activity continues to play a pivotal role. Daytime exercise strengthens circadian cues and promotes deeper slow-wave sleep. However, timing is essential. Exercise too close to bedtime may elevate cortisol and adrenaline, delaying sleep onset. Gentle evening movement, such as stretching, yoga, or mindful walking, signals the body that the day is concluding, enhancing the transition into rest. Mental preparation for sleep is equally vital. Meditation, visualization, and mindful breathing train the nervous system to relax. Picture each thought as a leaf floating down a stream, passing without resistance. Let worries drift away, acknowledging them without clinging. Journaling or reflecting earlier in the evening can release mental tension, preventing rumination from disrupting the descent into sleep. For those struggling with persistent sleep difficulties, professional guidance can transform quality of life. Sleep studies, behavioral interventions, and personalized strategies help uncover underlying issues and provide structured solutions. Conditions like insomnia, sleep apnea, or circadian rhythm disorders require careful evaluation, and addressing them can restore not only restful nights, but also vitality, emotional balance, and cognitive sharpness during the day. Finally, integrating sleep science into daily life fosters long-term wellness. Establishing routines that honor natural rhythms, cultivating environments conducive to rest, and applying mindful interventions for stress management all reinforce the body's innate capacity to heal and rejuvenate. Sleep becomes more than a nightly necessity. It becomes a deliberate, conscious practice, a sanctuary for mind, body, and spirit. By embracing these principles, you cultivate resilience, clarity, and vitality. You respect the profound intelligence of your body and mind, allowing sleep to fulfill its natural role in sustaining life, shaping memory, regulating emotion, and supporting the intricate systems that allow you to thrive. Sleep is one of the most vital processes your body engages in, yet it often passes unnoticed in its quiet, essential work. Tonight, we will explore not only the necessity of sleep, but the rhythms and cycles that govern it, the way your body prepares for rest, and the profound effects that even small changes in your nightly pattern can have on your health and well-being. We will explore why some people need more sleep than others, why older individuals often find their sleep lighter and shorter, and how your mind and body collaborate to restore, repair, and reorganize during each stage of slumber. As you settle into a comfortable position, let yourself sink into the quiet anticipation of rest. Each breath invites your body to relax a little more, each exhale releasing tension that has quietly accumulated over the day. The surface world fades as your internal world awakens, moving through patterns and processes that most never consciously notice. Even now, in this moment of wakefulness, your body is already preparing for the transition from consciousness to the restorative embrace of sleep. Your brain, a universe of cells, neurotransmitters, and electrical pulses, begins its nightly orchestration even before your eyelids fully close. The circadian rhythm, an internal clock finely tuned over millions of years, guides the timing of sleep, coordinating hormones like melatonin and cortisol to signal when it is time to rest and when it is time to awaken. As light fades and darkness envelops your surroundings, your eyes send subtle messages to your brain, whispering that it is time to slow, to soften, to let go. In response, your body temperature drops slightly, your heart rate slows, and the quiet symphony of repair begins. The cycles of sleep themselves are a marvel. Night after night, you drift through stages, each with a distinct purpose. The first stage, light sleep, is a gentle entry, a liminal space where consciousness flickers between wakefulness and the deeper mysteries to come. Your muscles relax, your breathing deepens, and your mind begins to detach from the day's concerns. Then comes the stage of slow-wave sleep, a profound period of restoration where tissues repair, muscles regenerate, and the immune system strengthens. Growth hormones surge, knitting together cells and fibers with precision. The brain, meanwhile, reviews the day's memories, consolidating learning and discarding unnecessary clutter, filing away the information that will shape your decisions and behavior tomorrow. Deep within the folds of your mind, the REM stage arrives, bringing with it vivid dreams and intense neurological activity. Your eyes move beneath closed lids, darting in a mysterious dance, while your body remains mostly still, immobilized by protective mechanisms. It is a paradoxical state, the brain awake and active, the body at rest. REM sleep fosters creativity, problem-solving, and emotional regulation, allowing your mind to process experiences that the conscious world cannot always manage. It is in this phase that imagination flourishes, where the subtle lessons of daily life are woven into the fabric of memory, and where emotional resilience is quietly strengthened. Over the course of the night, these cycles repeat several times, each path slightly different, each essential. The first cycles may lean more toward deep, slow-wave sleep, maximizing physical restoration, while the later cycles may extend REM phases, prioritizing mental and emotional renewal. This dynamic rhythm ensures that your body and mind both receive the precise care they require, a hidden choreography calibrated to the life you live and the experiences you carry. Even as you lie still, the quiet machinery of your body is far from idle. Tiny changes in temperature and blood flow occur, guiding energy to where it is needed most. Your heart, steady and rhythmic, sends pulses that not only circulate oxygen and nutrients, but also signal your body to slow the pace of life, to enter a state of quiet maintenance. Each organ, each cell, participates in this nightly ritual, repairing, replenishing, and renewing, often without your awareness. Your liver metabolizes and detoxifies compounds accumulated through the day. Your kidneys work efficiently to filter your blood. Even your skin, a living barrier between you and the world, is undergoing restoration, balancing hydration, and repairing microscopic damage. Sleep is not a static state. It is an active, highly structured process, a symphony of coordinated activity that has evolved to protect and enhance life. Scientists have discovered that the architecture of sleep, the sequence and duration of its stages, is remarkably consistent across humans, yet also highly individual. Some people enter slow-wave sleep almost immediately, while others linger longer in lighter stages. Genetics, lifestyle, and age all influence the way sleep unfolds, creating unique patterns tailored to your body's needs. As we grow older, these patterns shift. Many older adults notice that sleep becomes lighter, more fragmented, and shorter in duration. This change is partly due to alterations in circadian rhythms, the natural biological clock that signals when to sleep and wake. Melatonin production diminishes slightly with age, and the timing of sleep may advance, making it easier to fall asleep early in the evening but harder to remain asleep until morning. Changes in deep sleep stages also occur, meaning the most restorative phases of sleep may be reduced. Despite these shifts, the need for rest remains, and the body still relies on sleep to support immune function, cognitive performance, and emotional regulation. Even small disruptions in sleep can have profound consequences. A single night of poor rest can reduce alertness, impair memory, and alter mood. Chronic sleep deprivation increases the risk of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, obesity, and mental health disorders. Your brain, deprived of adequate REM and slow-wave sleep, may struggle to consolidate memories or manage emotional responses effectively. The body, lacking restorative deep sleep, may not repair tissues as efficiently, leaving you more vulnerable to illness and slower to recover from stress or injury. Understanding sleep requires more than knowing its stages. It is essential to appreciate the role of the circadian rhythm, an intricate internal clock that responds to light, temperature, and social cues. Light exposure in the evening, especially from screens, can delay melatonin release, shifting sleep onset later and fragmenting the night. Conversely, morning light can reinforce a healthy rhythm, signaling to the brain that the day has begun and that nighttime rest will soon follow. Even subtle cues, such as meal timing or consistent daily routines, can influence sleep quality, shaping the balance between restorative rest and fatigue. The hours of sleep we need vary across the lifespan. Newborns and infants may sleep up to 17 hours per day, with shorter cycles but frequent REM periods that support rapid brain development. Teenagers, whose brains are still maturing, typically require 9 to 10 hours of sleep, although social and academic pressures often reduce their nightly duration. Adults generally thrive on 7 to 9 hours, while older adults may feel rested with slightly less, although individual needs differ. It is not merely the quantity of sleep that matters, but its continuity and the proportion of time spent in restorative stages. Sleep also holds a fascinating connection with memory and learning. During slow-wave sleep, the brain strengthens neural connections formed during the day, consolidating declarative memories, such as facts and events. REM sleep, on the other hand, supports procedural memory, the skills and tasks that we perform automatically. This dual process explains why sleep improves both knowledge retention and skill acquisition. Without sufficient sleep, the brain struggles to integrate experiences, making it harder to learn effectively or adapt to new challenges. Even dreaming, once thought to be a mysterious and random process, plays a crucial role. Dreams allow the brain to process emotions, rehearse responses to challenges, and integrate complex social and personal experiences. Some studies suggest that REM sleep and vivid dreaming contribute to problem-solving and creative thinking, enabling solutions and insights that may not emerge during waking hours. The emotional benefits are equally profound. Dreaming provides a form of overnight therapy, helping regulate mood and resilience. The architecture of sleep cycles is intricate. Typically, a full night involves 4 to 6 cycles, each lasting approximately 90 minutes. The early cycles tend to emphasize deep, slow-wave sleep, promoting physical restoration, while later cycles extend REM periods, supporting cognitive and emotional processing. Interruptions to this architecture, whether through lifestyle choices, environmental factors, or medical conditions, can reduce the efficiency of sleep, leaving both body and mind underrested despite adequate time in bed. Several common factors can disrupt sleep. Stress, anxiety, irregular schedules, excessive caffeine, alcohol, and poor sleep environments all contribute to difficulties falling or staying asleep. Certain medical conditions, such as sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, and chronic pain, can also fragment sleep architecture, reducing the proportion of restorative stages. Recognizing these factors and addressing them is crucial for maintaining long-term health and well-being. The quiet art of improving sleep lies in understanding these influences and creating conditions that support natural rhythms. Dim lighting in the evening, consistent sleep and wake times, comfortable bedding, and a cool, quiet bedroom all enhance the likelihood of uninterrupted, restorative sleep. Mindful practices such as meditation or gentle stretching before bed can further prepare the body and mind for rest, signaling that it is time to slow down, release tension, and enter the nightly cycle of renewal. Even as you read or listen, consider the subtle cues your body is sending. Micro tensions in your muscles, shallow breaths, wandering thoughts, all are gently nudging you toward a natural readiness for sleep. By observing these signs without judgment and allowing the body to respond naturally, you align yourself with the internal wisdom that has guided human rest for millennia. The importance of sleep extends beyond individual health. Cognitive function, emotional balance, immune strength, and metabolic regulation all depend on adequate rest. Chronic sleep disruption can contribute to cognitive decline, emotional instability, and heightened disease risk. In contrast, healthy sleep patterns support alertness, creativity, learning, and resilience, illustrating that sleep is not merely passive downtime, but an active, vital process that sustains life at every level. Even as the night deepens, your body remains active in subtle ways. Hormones are released in carefully orchestrated sequences. Growth hormone peaks during deep sleep to repair tissues, cortisol levels adjust to prepare you for morning, and leptin and ghrelin balance to regulate hunger and metabolism. These processes illustrate that sleep is not a pause, but a meticulously organized period of maintenance, growth, and preparation. Your body is performing functions you may never consciously notice, yet they profoundly impact your health, your energy, and your cognitive abilities. Your eyes, though closed, are far from idle. During REM sleep, they move rapidly beneath the lids, following patterns that correspond to dream activity. This rapid eye movement is closely linked to the brain's processing of emotions and experiences. Some scientists believe these movements may also help regulate the flow of cerebrospinal fluid, enhancing the brain's ability to flush out toxins accumulated during waking hours. Such cleansing is essential, as the brain lacks a conventional lymphatic system and relies on these nocturnal processes to maintain optimal function. Interestingly, sleep is not uniform across the brain. Different regions rest and activate at varying times, reflecting the complex demands of daily life. While the prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and problem-solving, experiences reduced activity during REM, the limbic system, which governs emotions, becomes more active. This differential activity helps explain why dreams often blend logic with emotion, creating experiences that are vivid, sometimes surreal, yet essential for emotional processing. Sleep deprivation, even when mild, can reveal the fragility of these systems. A single night of reduced rest can impair attention, memory, and reaction time. Emotions may feel amplified or erratic as the brain struggles to regulate responses. Over weeks or months, chronic sleep restriction contributes to metabolic dysregulation, increased inflammation, and higher susceptibility to illness. Studies have shown that insufficient sleep affects nearly every system in the body, from cardiovascular function to immune defenses, emphasizing the critical importance of nightly rest. The cycles of sleep, NREM and REM, form the backbone of the night's restorative power. NREM sleep begins with light stages, allowing the body to gradually slow down, releasing tension in muscles and slowing the heart rate. Deep NREM sleep, also called slow-wave sleep, supports physical restoration, memory consolidation, and immune function. As the night progresses, REM sleep dominates, enhancing emotional processing, learning, and creativity. Each cycle is finely tuned, responding to both internal and external cues, reflecting a sophisticated adaptation honed over millennia. A fascinating aspect of sleep is its interplay with the circadian rhythm. The master clock, located in the suprachiasmatic nucleus of the hypothalamus, responds to light, temperature, and behavior. It coordinates hormonal release, body temperature, and alertness, synchronizing the body's functions with the 24-hour day. When circadian rhythms are disrupted, through shift work, jet lag, or irregular schedules, sleep efficiency declines, and the risk of metabolic, cognitive, and emotional disturbances increases. Maintaining alignment with natural rhythms is a subtle yet powerful method to enhance restorative sleep. Napping, often underestimated, can play a crucial role in optimizing function. Short naps, ideally 20 to 30 minutes, can increase alertness and improve mood without entering deep sleep and causing grogginess. Longer naps, when timed correctly, may allow for slow-wave sleep, offering restorative benefits, but must be carefully managed to avoid interference with nighttime rest. Naps illustrate that sleep is flexible and adaptive, allowing the body to respond dynamically to energy needs and environmental demands. Environmental factors further shape sleep quality. Temperature, light, noise, and comfort all influence the depth and continuity of rest. Cool, dark, and quiet environments support deeper, more restorative sleep. Even small improvements, such as blackout curtains, white noise machines, or supportive mattresses and pillows, can enhance the efficiency of each cycle. The body senses these cues subtly, adjusting hormonal release, core temperature, and neural activity in response, creating a microcosm of optimal rest. Sleep also exerts profound influence on mental health. Chronic insomnia and fragmented sleep are closely linked to anxiety, depression, and emotional instability. Conversely, consistent, high-quality sleep enhances resilience, mood regulation, and cognitive flexibility. During REM sleep, the brain processes emotional experiences, integrating them into memory networks and supporting adaptive responses to stress. This connection between rest and mental well-being underscores the holistic importance of sleep for overall health. Age transforms sleep in complex ways. Newborns, for instance, cycle rapidly through REM and NREM stages, supporting brain development. Adolescents experience delayed circadian phases, often leading to later sleep onset. Adults require fewer hours but still benefit from uninterrupted cycles. Older adults often encounter lighter, more fragmented sleep, yet each stage remains critical for repair, memory, and emotional balance. Understanding these changes helps tailor routines to maintain optimal rest across the lifespan. Medical conditions, from sleep apnea to restless leg syndrome, can profoundly disrupt natural cycles. Sleep apnea, characterized by intermittent pauses in breathing, reduces oxygen flow and fragments sleep architecture, increasing cardiovascular risk. Restless leg syndrome induces uncomfortable sensations that compel movement, preventing entry into deep, restorative sleep. Identifying and addressing these conditions, often through medical intervention, behavioral strategies, or environmental adjustments, is essential to reclaiming the full restorative power of sleep. Nutritional and lifestyle factors also influence sleep. Caffeine, alcohol, and heavy meals can alter cycles and reduce restorative stages. Regular exercise, exposure to morning light, and relaxation practices support healthy circadian alignment. Timing meals, managing stress, and avoiding late-night stimulants contribute to a seamless transition into restorative rest. The interplay of these factors demonstrates that sleep is not merely a passive state, but a dynamic process shaped by behavior, environment, and physiology. The connection between sleep and cognitive function is particularly striking. Studies reveal that sleep enhances problem-solving, creativity, and memory integration. The brain replays experiences during slow-wave sleep, consolidating learning and embedding knowledge into long-term memory networks. REM sleep allows for the integration of complex emotions and experiences, fostering insight, adaptability, and emotional intelligence. These processes, largely unconscious, illustrate the intricate orchestration that defines nightly rest. Dreams themselves, while often fleeting and elusive, serve multiple purposes. Beyond emotional processing, dreams may help simulate challenges, rehearse social interactions, and integrate disparate experiences. While some dreams are vivid and memorable, many occur without conscious recall, yet contribute to neural reorganization and emotional balance. The nocturnal theater of the mind is thus both a personal narrative and a neurophysiological necessity. Even the smallest disruptions to your nightly rest can ripple through your mind and body in ways you may never consciously notice. When sleep is interrupted, the delicate balance of hormones can shift. Cortisol may rise, increasing stress and inflammation. Insulin sensitivity may drop, subtly affecting metabolism, and the intricate timing of neurotransmitters that govern mood and alertness can falter. Over time, these changes accumulate, quietly shaping your health and well-being. Your brain remembers sleep debt, and it pays a price for each lost hour, storing the deficit in subtle cognitive fog, emotional volatility, and physical wear. Consider the fascinating concept of sleep homeostasis. Throughout your waking hours, the brain accumulates a pressure to sleep, a need that grows in proportion to the time spent awake. Chemicals such as adenosine build up in your neural circuits, urging you toward rest. When you finally surrender to sleep, this pressure is relieved, slow-wave activity dominates, and the body seizes the opportunity for repair. This process illustrates how sleep is fundamentally restorative, a biological imperative woven into every moment of your day, silently guiding your actions, attention, and decisions. The architecture of a night's rest unfolds in an elegant sequence, each stage layered with purpose. Stage 1 gently transitions you from wakefulness to sleep, softening sensory input and reducing muscle activity. Stage 2 consolidates this entry, with characteristic bursts of brain activity known as sleep spindles, which protect the brain from arousal and aid memory formation. Deep sleep, stage 3, is a period of profound restoration. Growth hormone surges, tissues regenerate, and the immune system strengthens. Finally, REM sleep awakens the mind within slumber, replaying emotional experiences and creative ideas in vivid imagery that may linger as dreams. It is remarkable to consider that even subtle shifts in timing, going to bed just an hour later than usual, waking slightly earlier, can alter the proportion of these stages. The body's systems are exquisitely sensitive to patterns, responding to the cadence of sleep with biochemical precision. This sensitivity explains why consistent routines are so critical. The brain and body thrive on predictability, and misalignment can reduce the efficiency of deep, restorative stages, leaving you feeling fatigued despite adequate hours in bed. Aging introduces changes that are both subtle and profound. Older adults often experience lighter sleep, increased awakenings, and a shift toward earlier bedtimes. While total sleep duration may decrease, the need for restorative cycles remains unchanged. Slow-wave sleep may diminish, impacting tissue repair, memory consolidation, and immune function. Understanding these age-related transitions is essential, as interventions such as controlled exposure to daylight, gentle exercise, and relaxation techniques can help preserve sleep quality, supporting both physical and cognitive vitality. Technology poses another modern challenge. Screens emit blue light that mimics daylight, signaling to the suprachiasmatic nucleus that it is time to remain alert. Late-night exposure can delay melatonin release, shorten total sleep time, and disrupt REM cycles. Even subtle notifications and ambient sounds can provoke microarousals, fragments of wakefulness that subtly erode restorative sleep. Mindful management of devices, the creation of screen-free wind-down routines, and careful attention to light exposure can shield sleep from these contemporary intrusions. Nutrition also plays a nuanced role. Meals rich in complex carbohydrates and tryptophan can facilitate melatonin production, easing the transition to sleep. In contrast, caffeine, nicotine, and high-sugar foods can elevate arousal levels and delay sleep onset. Timing is crucial. Late caffeine or heavy meals may reduce the depth of slow-wave sleep, leaving the brain and body underrested. Even hydration must be balanced, as nighttime trips to the bathroom can interrupt cycles. Fragmenting restorative stages. Mental activity and emotional state influence sleep as well. Stress, unresolved thoughts, and anxiety can prolong stage 1 and stage 2 sleep, reducing time in deep restorative cycles. Practices such as meditation, gentle breathing, or journaling before bed may help calm the mind, guiding it gently into deeper stages. Dream journals, reflection, or mindful visualization can further enhance the integration of emotional experiences during REM, contributing not only to mental clarity, but also to emotional resilience. Sleep is not only restorative, it is predictive. Patterns in brainwave activity, heart rate, and body temperature can indicate upcoming challenges in cognitive performance or physical endurance. Athletes, for instance, leverage sleep monitoring to optimize recovery, noting that even minor improvements in sleep duration and quality can enhance reaction times, endurance, and strength. The brain, in turn, integrates sensory, emotional, and physiological experiences during sleep, preparing you for decisions, social interactions, and problem-solving the next day. Chronotypes, the natural variations in preferred sleep timing, further illustrate the individuality of rest. Morning types, or larks, tend to wake early and peak in alertness during the first half of the day. Evening types, or owls, reach their peak later, with delayed melatonin onset and extended evening wakefulness. Both chronotypes require sufficient duration and continuity of sleep to achieve restoration, but misalignment with social or occupational demands can compromise sleep efficiency, contributing to fatigue, cognitive sluggishness, and mood disturbances.